Rodri will go to Real Madrid and surpass the Neymar fee. Rodri, Trent and Davies join Real Madrid. That team would be just outrageous. Just done his ATL. He'll probably go for pennies when Man City are in League 2. So I've spent the last 5 months going back in time, unearthing football predictions from the deepest, darkest pits of the internet. And the results were shocking. Some of the best being Nostradamus level predictions. The comments have been absolutely flooded with your predictions. I'm trying to get round to them all, guys. Please bear with me. There is hundreds, literally hundreds. So let's see who's got the best ball knowledge of all my followers and whose predictions might age a little stinkily. Let's get right into this.
Answer, please.
Trent will join Real Madrid and play as a defensive midfielder to win the Ballon d'Or. Then he'll go back to Liverpool. Trent looked really out of place at DM during the World Cup. Or during the Euros even. But I don't doubt he's got that capability. There's a reason why Trent looks so good at passing from right back. Similar to David Beckham, because they can spray it all the way across the pitch. From DM, I don't think it works as well. But, you know, a good pass through the ball is a good pass through the ball. Can I see him going to Real Madrid? Liverpool look like they're back on track again. Last season, I would have said perhaps they're falling off a bit. Maybe he wants to try something new. But I can see him staying right now. So it wouldn't surprise me if he left. But, yeah. Trent to win the Ballon d'Or. He's got potential, but defenders never win the Ballon d'Or, man. By the time he retires, David Alaba will be the player who's won the most trophies in his career of all time. He's got 27, and nah, I can't see that happening. There's no way. He's got 20 to beat Messi. He's not even top 10 on the list right now, so what am I missing there? Unless he's going to win 3 trophies a season for the next 5 years and get 50. Nah, there's no way. Absolutely no way. Lewis Miles Skelly and Ethan Nkwari will be the best duo in the world in the next 5 years. Oh, the Arsenal. Yeah, okay. I might butcher his name, but yeah, Ethan Nkwari, I've heard should be replacing Odegaard in that midfield as that technical player. Whether he's ready for that, I mean, he's going to have to be because Havertz didn't even pass the ball once. No, literally, he didn't pass the ball once in that Man City game. So, yeah, they're going to need someone to do that Odegaard job. And it might be his chance. And look, the Odegaard injury might seem like a really bad thing to Arsenal fans. But injuries always give players a chance who might not have had that prior. And if that means that Nkwari gets a chance and shines, there you go. There's his big opportunity. Barca will go unbeaten in La Liga this season. I can't see that happening. Really? They look good. They look unreal this season under Flick. But will they go unbeaten? I mean, rarely happens. Absolutely, like, it's very rare. Juventus, Arsenal, Leverkusen. That's the only ones that come to mind. Preston, the old Invincibles. There's loads more. Well, I think there's like 7 or 8. You have to be pretty strong to go unbeaten, but it could happen. João Neves will be the next best midfielder. João Neves will 100% be one top midfielder in the future because if you're coming from Benfica and you're signing for a big club like PSG, yeah, you've definitely got something about you. I've heard big things about him and he does look like he's going to be a brilliant signing for PSG. Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams will win the World Cup in 2030 and Yamal will win his 4th Ballon d'Or. Spain look like they will win a World Cup in the next, well, I mean, 2030 seems about right. They'll be in their primes then. Yamal winning his 4th Ballon d'Or. Damn, by 2030. That means this year it's Vinicius Junior's. So 4 of the next 5 Ballon d'Ors will go to Yamal. I don't doubt it. I actually don't doubt it. Have you seen him this season? The level he's stepped up in since the Euros. He looks unreal. Did you see that Travella he did the other day? We are truly in the... I know we haven't even got to this generation of new players and the next generation are already knocking at the door. We're in for a treat with football in the next few years. And it tells me a lot about my generation of players. The 25 to 30 era right now haven't really done much, dare I say it. It feels like the generation before were incredible and the generation after look incredible. Like, but what were my generation doing? You're Marcus Rashford. He's literally like the same age as me, born the same week as me. I mean, unreal player, but it feels like they dropped the ball a bit in my generation. Maybe we were just appreciating the generation before and the generation after. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you kind of see what I'm saying. There's probably names I'm missing out who are winners. Bernardo Silva's are about my age as well. Yeah, I don't know. People peak at different times. They could peak a lot later. We'll look back at 23-24 Palmer as a streets won't forget player. Can't see it, man. Palmer's technical ability tells me he's going right to the very top. Like, you know when you watch players and you're like, he's just having fun. And it looks like this Chelsea team this season are going to be a lot more cohesive as a team and not relying on Palmer. It's not going to be the Palmer show, which means we might not see Palmer's technical ability shine as much. Watching Palmer every week, you can just tell how ridiculously talented he is. And that's why they call him Cole Palmer, isn't it? Arsenal have won a treble before Spurs win a trophy in the next 10 years. I'm kind of putting money on Spurs winning a trophy this season or next. Arsenal will never win a treble. Heard it here first. Nah, Arsenal look good, but they're Arsenal. How long have you been here? I've been watching Arsenal since the 02-03 season when they were the best. They didn't win a treble then. So, you think they're going to win a treble now? When Pep retires from managerial football, Bernardo Silva and Haaland will join Barca. The Champions League will return to the Camp Nou. Those are two names that I feel like have been linked to Barcelona in recent years. And I could actually see them both going there when Pep leaves City, maybe this season. It must be so hard to motivate yourself after winning a treble. Like, what more do you do at a team? You've seen it with Gundogan, who's left. Obviously, the light wasn't always brighter. But that's because Gundogan's a little bit older, and that midfield at Barcelona right now is quite young. If Barcelona do well this season and feel like they need a few things to compete with Real Madrid next season, then these two players could well make the move to the Nou Camp. But do they have the financials? I don't know if they do, you know. It would be cool to see. It would be cool to see, you know, a bit of competition in La Liga again. Xavi will win the Ballon d'Or. I assume he means Xavi Simons by his profile picture. And where is he right now? He's at Leipzig. Could be going back to PSG. PSG could build a bit of a super team in the next few years. I feel like football is going to go from strength to strength in the next few seasons with all these young ballers about. Can I see him winning the Ballon d'Or? He's got to pull his fingers out. Lamine Yamal will win the Champions League with PSG. Lamine Yamal was linked to PSG for like 250 million. With his potential, I can't see Barca letting go. Much similar to Messi. They know how to hold on to players if they have to. Yamal has been at Barcelona since he was a baby. If he wasn't a product of like La Masia, I assume he is, then you could see him parting ways for money, but it seems like he's there for the passion. Wilfried Nancy will be coaching somewhere in Europe. I don't know if you've heard of him yet, but he'll be an amazing manager. Also, Bayern will win the Champions League this year. He's a French manager managing Columbus Crew in America. You've heard it here first. And if Bayern win the Champions League this season, the Kane curse is over. So this guy is calling big things. Rodri will go to Real Madrid and surpass the Neymar fee. And Real Madrid will create a dynasty with Alphonso Davies and Trent at the back. Their main rival will be Man City, who have Haaland, Savio, Foden and Wirtz. Wow. I mean, that would be the Galacticos 3.0 if Rodri, Trent and Davies joined Real Madrid. That team would be just outrageous. Can I see Rodri doing it? He's just done his ACL. He'll probably go for pennies when Man City are in League 2. So, yeah, I can't see anyone breaking that name off. England will win the World Cup in 2026 after getting a really good manager. If England get a good manager, it's game over for everyone else. Their team is so ridiculous, let's be real, with so many players coming through constantly, such a variety of play styles. And they do say it takes 10 years for you to win a World Cup. Well, it wouldn't surprise me if England came about in 2026 and stole the show. Musiala will win the Ballon d'Or before Lamine Yamal. And Rodrigo will be Liverpool's Salah replacement in the next 2 or 3 years. I could believe all of that. Musiala to win the Ballon d'Or before Yamal. Yamal's 17. Give him 2 or 3 years before he's in contention in that top 3. Musiala's the same, probably. If he has an outstanding season with Bayern this season, he's definitely going to be up there. Rodrigo replacing Salah feels like it would be the most perfect fit in football right now. Salah is an output machine. I was going to say something else there. Rodrigo's so underrated because he just does it in the biggest of occasions. That makes a lot of sense to me, that transfer. Here's a wild take. Denmark will win the World Cup in 2034. That is a wild take, mate. I'll hold you to that. We'll come back to that one. Endrick will become a better player than Mbappe, removing him from Real. He will join Bayern. Endrick looks incredible. There's a lot of hype about him. And it's become a bit of a meme calling him Bobby and that. But did you see the goal he scored in the Champions League the other day? The shot power from the pullback is like outrageous from a small guy. He really might be the Messiah. Bayern will win the Champions League, ending Spanish team's undefeated streak in finals. I take it all back. I said company fell up into the Bayern job. Look what he did at Burnley. I take it all back. That Bayern team looks unbelievable. They are going to be a force to reckon with this season. But yeah, I could see Bayern doing bits this season. City get relegated, then they get promoted and instantly win the league. That would be pretty awesome. Probably beats Leicester's fastest time to win the Premier League because they did it in like 1 season. They got promoted into the Prem and then the season after they won it. Could they do a season with all their best players in the Championship or leagues below? I don't think they could financially. If City got relegated, all their players would leave. It's not to say that they wouldn't have the best academy in the world and probably still win the Championship, but then to win that league that season after, they wouldn't have the utensils. But you never know. We'll have to see if they actually get done first, which I doubt.
Oh,
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you send in your predictions for next week's video. We've got plenty to get through. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you later. Peace!